Hey guys, me and Marshall are back at it today, and we're going to do a review on a PCP air pistol. I purchased an air pistol. It's been probably 3-4 months ago, and the reason why I got one, I've always wanted one. I've had BB guns all my life, pellet guns. Started out with the Daisy when I was about 10 years old, shooting in the desert, and I've always loved that. I've always loved just target practice, shooting stuff. Well, behind our house is a 5-acre field, and there's a lot of ground squirrels. I thought they were cute at first. They look like little meerkats, you know. They hear noise. You see them all over the field. But anyways, and I actually, you know, throw oranges over there because they love those things. But recently, I found out that they're coming in my yard. And they're destroying everything. I think they're worse than gophers. But anyways, so I wanted to get them out of my area. So I did a lot of research, and I found a place online. It's called airgundepot.com. And they've got a huge selection. Probably find it a little cheaper elsewhere, but you know, I wanted to get everything at once. So I decided on the Diana-177 pellet gun. Thing comes in a nice case. This is the Diana. Comes in a nice case, and this is the gun. So the PCP stands for pre-charged pneumatic, and this one, it has the gauge right here, and it goes up to 200 bar, which is 2,900 PSI. And so the 29 PSI, my air compressor is not going to do that. So I ordered a hand pump with it. But anyways, let's go through the gun first. In the gun, it comes with first, this is the slide that you use to manually insert the pellet one at a time. I don't even think I've ever even used that before. It also comes with a cartridge, this thing here, and it slides in like that, and then you pump it through. This was a little interesting because, you know, the one bad thing about it, the instructions, just, they're horrible. This clear plate, it swirls around, but when you want to load it, it has a tension, it has a spring to it. So you spring it all the way around, and then you got your hole. Now I went with the H&N Silver Point. It had good reviews, and I mean they're really accurate. So what we do, loading this thing. So you spin it back around and you have your hole. That's your first pellet that you're going to put it in. Put it in the hole like that. And then you can let go of the plate. And now it will spin around, but it's locked in the spring. And after you lock it in, then you fill your pellets one at a time. Kind of a pain, but you know, it is a pellet gun. And this gun comes in the 177 or the 22 size pellet. And once you do this thing a couple times, you get used to it. It holds 9 pellets. On the 22, it holds 6, I believe. And once you got them all in, it looks like that. And there's your discharge size. You just slide it in. It has a magnet on, I believe, on the face of the gun, or the slot. That little dude right there is the magnet that attaches to that, holds it in place. Once you get it in there, then you just slide it. And then your next one will drop down. Like that. Okay, now you got your manual safety on, off. It has the adjustable sight, up, down, and sideways. The only thing I don't like about it is that the front sight, they need to change this sight to a fluorescent tube, like, you know, the higher, you know, price guns are. Because when you line them all up, you can never see your front sight. It takes a little while to get it. What I've done was I took some pink fingernail polish, put a dot right there. Like that. So now when I point down the sight, I see that pink, and I could adjust inside this. They're, you know, out of the factory, they're both black. And when you're shooting into like a field or something that is not real bright, you lose that ability to aim correctly. So, what comes with a gun? You got your gun, you got your cartridge. This is the feeder. It's how you pump it up. And it also comes with a tube of silicone grease, which you're going to put around the O-rings. Just a little bit. Rub it on a little bit, both O-rings. Because you go in and out, in and out, in and out, it's going to eventually wear that thing out, and it could split the thing, the rubber O-rings. You insert that. If you look down your barrel, your fill, okay, to the right, you see that hole. So when you insert this, you want these holes kind of in line with that one. Put it in. You're done. You're ready to pump it up. So that's that. What else can I say about this thing? Like I said, I've had it for 3 or 4 months, and I use the thing. I'm not one of those guys that with your gloves on and it's chipped a little bit. It's got scratches in it. I'm not that real careful, and I don't claim to be. So anyways, let's move on. So, how do you fill it? They do have air compressors that you could buy, ranging from $500 to about $1,500. And they have out in the field, you could pump, and they charge. They have the ability to charge up to 4,500 psi. And like I said, I'm not going to spend that kind of money. There's no way. But I mean, if I was a big hunter or something like that, they've got huge guns that will stop a deer. If you go on YouTube, you could find just go air gun wild boar, and they stop those freaking pigs. So, and that's all this is. It's just a pellet gun that are stopping big game like that. Anyways, this gun it cost $2.99, and it wasn't their cheapest, but I like the way it looked, and I figured, what, for $200 I'll give it a try. This thing is really accurate, and I'm shooting these squirrels from anywhere from 30 to 50 feet away, and it shoots. I'm happy with it. I'm glad I did it. But anyways, what I did, let's put this aside. I ordered the hand pump, which I was real apprehensive about doing that, because I mean, you think about it, 2,900 psi with a hand pump, and you're thinking that it's gonna be a big deal, but it's not. From the gun empty, it will take about 25 pumps, and when I'll let it go down about halfway in the green. Halfway in the green right here, and I'll pump it up. It'll take me about 20 to 25 pumps. Now, this is the Hill brand. You got your gauge here, which is super accurate. When I'm pumping the gun, I'll watch that gauge and go to a 2,900 psi. I'll look at the gauge in the gun, and it's exactly the same. I don't rely on this gauge. I'll rely on the gun, because what if? Anyway, but if you do order this gun, make sure it does not come with a quick release. So make sure you order the quick release that correlates with your gun. I was kind of bumming when I got it. I emailed them. They said, well, you need the quick release, you dumbass. Anyways, it's just a regular quick release. Done. When you're finished pumping it, it has a release valve right here. You just unscrew, and it releases the load off of the line. One thing I do not like about this thing, and I wish they would change it, is the length of your hose. You're pumping this thing on the ground. Well, this hose is so short that you have to lay your gun on the ground. So what I'll do is I'll lay it on top of the case on the ground. So anyway, so I line them up, plug it in. It's ready to pump. So let's check it out, pumping it up. You want to do, you know, full strokes, and you probably don't want to you probably don't want to use this pump to fill up your basketball or football. So look, and we are at 29. Let's release the pressure. And it's ready. All right. Pumped up. Now you can see that. There. That's 200 bar of air, or 2,900 psi. So that was what, 26, 27 pumps. So it's ready to rock and roll. You want to go shoot it? Come on, let's go shoot it. Safety on. Aye, butthead. Doody-doo. Doody-doo-woo. So, that's what it is. Those little freaking rats, they climb over well, they come through the end of the property. There's an opening, and then they actually have tunneled probably about 80 yards down the side of our block wall on our side, and there's a tunnel that they've dug, and it goes into our backyard. And my lawn is, I walked out there the other day, and it happened overnight too. Walked out over the other day, and I had bald spots. And I was like, you know, what the hell is that? And well, I saw their hole, and they come up and destroy my stuff, so I'm destroying their stuff. So that's that. Anyways, the gun, the adapter, or the quick connect adapter, and the pellets, can of pellets, and the pump, it was about $480. So I have the pump now, and if I wanted to move up to a different gun, I can. It'd be that much less. So check them out. I'll leave a link in the description. And wait, yeah. I'll leave a link in the description, and let me know what you think. Besides, Marshall hates those things. He just can't stand them. So, making life easier for my dog. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.